So my 18-year-old son found out what I do. He's currently in bed crying his eyes out saying I'm disgusting. He thinks I'm an escort because I advertise my OnlyFans on sites that also advertise escorts. And even worse is his mates have known about it for 2 years and think the same and no one told him. So now he feels like a complete mug. I've tried to explain what I do, but he's having none of it. I knew this day would come one day, but I didn't expect to feel so bad and guilty. It looks like my OnlyFans journey may be coming to an end.
Imagine your ma being this much for goodness sake.
Imagine your ma being on OnlyFans. Oh.
I don't really have words. Okay, so for me personally, I don't really, I think, if people want to make money doing this, I don't really feel, I think, yeah, sure, whatever, that's up to you. I do feel like there's a lot of people that get into, adult entertainment and are pretty much lied to and maybe manipulated into, and maybe they don't actually know what it is that they're really getting into or really understand what it is that they're getting into. I think the whole business is very manipulative, to say the least.
Yeah.
And I
like how OnlyFans gives girls like that, the opportunity to make their own money.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with that.
I'm completely fine with it in the long run, but
I do, imagine your ma just being a big stick.
And people will find out about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing.
They will find out about it. Let's say you do OnlyFans for 2-3 years, and
that's
then
going to follow you forever.
That's me. I'm not going to do it anymore. I got money out of it.
Whatever.
Bought a house, whatever. And then you go and try and get another job. It's going to come back.
Yeah, that and also, I don't know. I just don't think that's fair if you've got kids and stuff like that.
No, it's not fair on the kids. I don't care about you. It's not fair on the kids.
Well, why are they advertising on these sort of sites where you're going to find out? You know what I mean? It's very...
And obviously it's going to be a local escort site.
It must be.
Do you
local.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are going to know. Sandra up the road's going to be like, oh, see what Debbie's doing down the road?
Debbie in the bungalow's fucking...
Debbie in the bungalow.
Debbie in the bungalow. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I feel bad for you, wee fella, but,
He's going to get some abuse by his mates, I'm telling you.
Also, I did... So I found this post the other day, and I looked into it, and I found the person who posted this. And, who's paying for this? I'm just going to put that out there.
Look, somebody always pays for something.
Yeah.
Today I fucked up by buying a life-size sex doll.
I have no idea how this went partly. Let's find out.
Obligatory. I bought it 3 days ago, but I just got it today. So I've considered getting a doll before because, it's tits and ass in demand. I justified it by saying it'll save me time from having to go out and get girls IRL. Blah, blah.
Alright, well, if it makes you feel better, sure.
Loser. And also, I kind of thought it would provide me some company while I'm home alone.
Alright, you see...
because this is... See, whenever the dolls start talking to you...
And
they don't have a chip.
when's the waifu robot overlord's going to take over?
State mandated girlfriend when.
Yeah.
I was looking at these $3,000 dolls and almost made the purchase, but found a cheaper one for just around one. Don't go for the cheaper option.
Like if you're gonna put your dick in it, don't go for the cheaper option. If you're gonna put your dick in something, just trust me, fork the money out.
Found a cheaper one for just around 1k. I couldn't justify spending 3k knowing that there would be a high chance I'd regret it. It came in a big box.
It's not exactly like you get refunds.
I know. It came in a big box. I hauled it to my bedroom. It weighs about 30 kilograms. I underestimated just how much that weighs. So I sliced it open the box and started moving the packaging. And I could see its little fucking toes poking out. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Keep removing the packaging, and of course I grabbed the tits as soon as I saw them. They're okay, but nothing like the real thing, of course. I pulled the cold corpse of a doll out of its box. That's what I think it would be like. It'd be like fucking a corpse.
Yeah, honestly, there's not really anything...
It's cold and it's lifeless.
And then you have to, imagine, the person not clarity having to clean this thing up.
Having to clean it up. It didn't have its head screwed on, so I unwrapped the head, plonked that on, and it's a half-decent looking thing. Better than I was expecting, to be honest.
Well, for 1,000, not bad.
I wasted no time sticking the electric warming stick up its pussy.
Is this a thing?
It must do, to make it feel like you're not fucking a dead body.
Yeah.
Waited a few minutes, dumped it on the bed, and, well, we had a play. Not gonna lie, it's better than a hand or pocket pussy, but believe me, once you finish, you now have to wrestle its cold body, clean what needs to be cleaned. In this case, I unscrewed its head and basically force-fed it water in the sink.
What? That sounds like something in a horror movie.
It's like in Brain Dead, where, he pulled the thing and he was shoveling the food down through.
Yeah.
I hadn't yet thought, where the fuck do I store this thing? It's about 160...
Where do you put the dead body?
Yeah, it's about 160 centimetres tall. What's that then?
Hold on.
5'6".
No, hold on. Let me look it up. It's 5'2".
5'2", so small. So I plunked it in my closet on a cabinet, wrapped it in a blanket, and Jesus Christ, it looks like a corpse. Literally. Now I have to walk in there every day to be greeted by a cold, wrapped up corpse when I need to grab some clothes. The heck do I do with it?
It just makes me feel dirty. That's like bring the corpse out. I need it.
It's corpse or bye-bye 1K. TLDR. If you aren't actually that lonely and only getting a sex doll out of curiosity, there's a very big chance you'll regret it.
Probably, yeah. You know, the thing is, if you're going to get one, you're going to have to spend the money on it. And you're going to have to make sure it's good. And then what do you actually do with it?
Where do you put it?
Personally, I would hang it up. So I would from the ceiling.
Oh, yeah. On a meat hook?
Yeah, put it on a meat hook. So I would... Yeah, I would make it like extra creepy and maybe keep it in like the shed like
Look,
back.
Think about it this way. You've got cheap Halloween decorations.
Oh yeah, perfect, yeah. Have you seen
it hold its own head?
Have you seen the heads? The heads. Me and Meg watched this documentary a while back, and it was about these people that like have like 20 or 30 of these dolls.
Oh yeah.
And they're all about the house. And then you can get like different faces apparently, right?
But what makes it sadder is there's these people who have like 20 or 30 of them, but then their wife goes around and helps clean them up.
It's like bizarre.
It's really bad.
I think there has to be some serious
necrophilia.
No, I don't. Like there has to be something really going on in the mind to make to make these things really work.
Julie!
Oh my god! Did you guys see? I remember I watched a documentary as well. There was one about one in Germany. It's a sex doll brothel.
Oh yes.
I'm sorry. I'm not using none of them. Like
no.
That's just not working for me,
Absolutely
guys.
Not.
Yeah, there
next
are.
Post.
Yeah, next post. Let's just keep going, will we?
I starved a homeless animal to death.
See, why are all the worst posts?
Why is Reddit like this?
The worst of the worst, you always find... People say the 4chan's really bad.
We don't do shit like this.
I don't think 4chan's actually anywhere near as bad as what people make it out to be.
No.
They're just a bit edgy on it. But
plus
that's about it.
glues.
Yeah, yeah.
When I was a kid, I went through several pet rats. I guess I wasn't ready for them because I often got tired of them and didn't like the responsibility.
So why did they keep getting them? Why
did they keep giving you pet rats? A series of them got raised and then given away, escaped, etc. My experience with one pet, though, changed my views of myself forever and still haunts me to this day. Sometimes it makes me wonder if there is something deeply wrong with me that I should be afraid of or guard against somehow. Sometimes it makes me fear that someday I will just lose it somehow and never come back. I was, I don't know, maybe 12. I had a rat I was tired of and I guess I was going through some depression. The rat was bothering me with its noise at night, and I feel guilty for not spending time with it and leaving it in its cage. Then I took its running wheel out. Then I for some reason stopped feeding it. First because I couldn't get up the initiative to do even the most simple tasks. Depression can work that way. And then eventually because I was frightened by what the rat must be going through. I even remember worrying that it was getting so hungry it would attack me when I opened the cage. I became pretty much terrified to even look at it or think about it. I never really connected with the idea of torture, and I gained no pleasure from it.
This is really confusing. I'm not computing with this one bit.
I am. It's just I don't and could never, still cannot, understand how a human being could take pleasure in hurting an animal. But I basically reached a point where I realised that it was starving to death, and it completely depended on me to keep it alive, and I had no choice in the matter. And I still chose to continue not to feed it, and to let it starve to death. I will always remember the desperate scurrying sounds at me and trying to get out, or to get my attention, in the last nights of its life, while I lay in bed and somehow forced myself to ignore it. What a dick.
What a dick. You know what, I just don't, I just can't wrap my mind
fathom how somebody can do that. Finally, it died. It took longer than I imagined. It felt like it took forever. It would have been easier just to feed the rat.
Unironically, it would have been nicer to just squish its little head.
Yeah, it would have been.
Unironically, beat it with a hammer would have been...
It would have been nicer.
It
might have been 2 weeks. But after it died, I discovered I could not bring myself to take care of the situation I now faced. I realised I would have to tell my parents that he had died, and feared that my face would betray something, and they would realise I had done it somehow.
Oh no, I starved an animal to death, and now people will find out what I did. Oh, the horror.
I just couldn't face the reality of what I'd done, and lying to someone else about it would have made me face it. So I left the rat there in its cage for another week. I still remember the way it looked. It wasn't curled up or lying on its side or anything, like an animal that had passed away, like you would normally see. It was stretched out like a board, with its front legs stretched out forward and its back ones stretched out backward, like it had been tortured on a rack, or like a little Superman. Oh my god, I can only imagine the pain of starving to death. Then why did you let it starve to death, you fucking dick? Finally, about a week after it died, some family friends were over and the kid wanted to play with the rat. I had no out, so I just had to take her to my room and then discover that the rat had died, and hope that this entire family didn't think that I was a loser because I couldn't keep a pet alive, or God forbid realise what I had done. Reading this now, I wonder if it sounds melodramatic to others. It doesn't to me. What I did was a horrible thing. I don't care about the level of value you assign to a particular animal or another. I'm not sure it was really better than deliberately torturing an animal to death. Well, you weren't deliberately doing it because you weren't feeding the animal, so you were actively not feeding the animal, so then you were deliberately torturing it.
Yeah, it's not really... you argue in semantics.
I know.
You argue in semantics, and that's all I would really say about that.
Either for the animal or for what it says about what is inside me. And it haunts me to this day.
What's in it?
I always wish I could tell people, without telling this story, to be careful what you do. At that age, I really didn't understand how things you do can haunt you for the rest of your life, and you should sometimes do or do not do things for that fact alone.
Okay, well, you know what? I think I don't even want to go into this one. But Megan, tell the story about your pet hamster. Everyone's got a traumatic story about a pet hamster.
My guinea pig.
Yeah, it was a guinea pig.
My guinea pig.
All right, so
he was called Caramel, and he was the best guinea pig. And I held him. Now, saying this, I was like 4.
Yeah.
And I held him and I dropped him and he broke his little leg and we had to take him to the vet and he had to get a cast on. It was a little pink cast. I thought he was a boy, apparently he was a girl. And he had a little pink cast on his leg, like I mean teeny tiny. It was about the size of my half the size of my pinky finger. And he had his little cast on, and then 2 weeks later, we came outside and he was dead. Stiff.
What? See, what is it?
It wasn't with guinea pigs and hamsters. People have real traumatic thing. And then my sister had one as well. He was in the same cage and he was able to get out of the cage. And he was called Zum Zum for reasons, because Zum Zum, he was really fast. And he got out of the cage and we never found him. And then years later, my dad was...
I think we were going out at the time.
Yeah.
So this was like, you're talking like 20 years later.
Yeah. Years later, my dad was like emptying the garage and like cleaning it out and stuff. And there was a dead hamster skeleton in the corner of the garage.
So there you go. The only traumatic pet experience I ever had was I think we had goldfish, and the cats...
I have another one about goldfish.
Oh, my cats ate one of them, and I walked in getting up ready for school in the morning, and there was a fish head in the middle of the kitchen floor.
Lovely.
So this other one wasn't really traumatic, it was just more disgusting. So my other cat, she... so this was in the middle of summer. We were going out, were we? Or
no,
this was the year before?
It was the year before.
Okay, so anyway, I go down into the garage. There's a freezer in there. I'm getting stuff out for food or whatever, and I'm going in barefoot, and I skid across the floor.
Like skid?
And I mean, like, there's about fucking 10 of
dead
these
baby birds.
Baby birds, like, you know, like featherless baby birds, all been like chewed up. It's like, Jill, why are you like this? That's not even fair sport. You literally you
stole them out of the nest.
You literally spawn killed them, Jill. There was no need for that. That was really nasty.
I have another one about a fish.
Right.
I don't remember this one, but my mum does. She tells me, she likes to remind me about it because I am such an animal lover. Yeah. She's like, but do you remember this though? I was about 3 and we went to a fun fair and I won a goldfish.
Aye.
With me, Ashley won a goldfish and I won a goldfish. And we came back and it was just those little tiny fish tanks that you had.
Yeah.
It was wee teeny ones, and it was in my room, and my mum walked in on me in the middle of the night because she heard me up, and it was like 1 a.m, and she walked in on me in the middle of the night with my goldfish in my hand, and I squeezed it.
What the fuck?
And killed it because I didn't like the colour of it, and I wanted Ashley's goldfish. I was 3. Who leaves a goldfish in a 3-year-old's room?
Yeah, 3's a bit too young.
I don't remember this.
Brutal. Do you guys have any like really traumatic childhood pet experiences?
They're all going to be hamsters.
Yeah,
or gerbils.
There's something about them animals. They must, like, you know, like, see fish you get at like fairs and stuff. Them ones are hyper unhealthy animals.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty much already dead before you get them.
Yeah.
You know, they just never live. Bar your cousin's one that lived for like 20 years.
Yeah, he was like 27, Goldie.
Yeah, that was mad.
He was massive and he was turning grey.
Right, you slimy, human maggots. We has been working hard at Neckbeardia to get the bestest little people that monies can buy. We got all the boys here. We got the boys, the lizard boys, vampire boys, all the boys over at Neckbeardia. Oh, we also got some pretty girls too. But I can't really make out which one's the boys and which one's the girls sometimes. But anyway, I need more monies to get more daggers, so get on over and order some now, you filthy pigs.
Every video that we post, we're going to be giving away all of our homebrew content to one lucky winner. Every video. All you have to do to be in with a chance to win is to be subscribed, leave a comment, and like this video. And today's lucky winner is this guy. Well done! Well done! To claim your prize, just send an email to neckbeardiacontact@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the video. I'm using a girl for sex. She's 19 and I'm 23.
23.
We've been together for 3 years. Legal here. Essentially, I'm just using this girl for sex. And she's willing to do some pretty extreme stuff. At the minute, fisting. So
Okay.
it's more like my sex toy. I don't really care about her, but I guess I wouldn't be feeling bad if I didn't care at all. I've told her I loved her, but that's a blatant lie I made so she'd stop annoying me. I cheat on her on a regular basis and she's caught me twice so far. I used to be worried about her leaving, but she stopped talking to her friends that talk shit about me, so I'm not really worried about that anymore. I'm just waiting for something better to come along, but not much is better than someone that's hot as her and gives me sex whenever I want. That's about it. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling bad over this and thought posting this might help.
Well, you know the thing
What
is,
an asshole.
Well, you know the thing, but this is what modern dating culture is these days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from an outsider looking in, that's what I see. I see a lot of people are just using each other as a form of, like, you know, there's nothing to the sex. The sex is a form of, it's like another form of wanking almost. You know what I mean? It's like another,
Yeah.
you're just using the other person for that. But that's hookup culture. Like, that's really what it
I
is.
couldn't imagine anything worse than being single this day.
Yeah, honestly, we're so lucky. We got together before. Okay, so you guys, we got so lucky. So first of all, I left school before social media really took off where we are. So that wasn't the thing. We didn't have to worry about social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started going out, like 2 years before, like Tinder and stuff like that even came to being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. God knows what it's like for you guys. Like, anyone that I talk to that's, like, still does
Like,
it
they
says
struggling.
it's like, it's...
And especially like ones like our age here, like single, like they struggling, because anybody who's still single is absolutely mental.
See, I wanted to put this one in because I don't think it's actually particularly all that bad. I just think it's on, like, 10 years ago. This post is from 10 years ago, and this was back then. Maybe it would have been seen a bit more in a different light, but now this is like the norm almost.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting when you think about that. Like, I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day, and like, yeah, 10 years has passed, but culturally speaking, we'll probably change like 20, 30, 40 years. Well, what we've changed in the last 10 years. I believe normies getting on the internet. That's what I personally believe.
The reason I exclusively date Asian girls, I prefer their personal hygiene. The blondes, whether real or artificial, I hooked up with, always had stains in their panties.
Dirty bitch.
Or smelt of their period. Now I can't look at most non-Asians without gagging at the thought of their stains.
What stinky bitch have you been with? Absolute, like, I'm talking about, I'm going to say little shit stains all over the place.
I want to know what type of stains he means.
I mean, there's only so many stains you get down there. You know, I think we can make reasonable assumptions.
Yeah, but
I don't know, guys. I just wanted to put this one in. I thought it was kind of funny. Okay, so I decided to put it in. Don't shade this, guys. Okay, I don't really have much else to say. Forget bar. I'm going to assume this fella Asian clean is username is. That's kind of beast.
Am I the asshole for telling a 12-year-old boy that he's gay?
Are you J.K. Rowling? I'm going to assume this is J.K. Rowling.
I'm gay. I'll be 19 in March. As will one of my girlfriends. Yesterday, we went to an amusement park together. Towards the park's closing, we saw this old friend from middle school we hadn't seen in a long time. With him, he had his little brother and two of his friends, and they're all 12 going on 13. One of his little brother's friends I'll call Josh. Josh was so obviously gay to me because I have extremely reliable gaydar, but I don't think anyone else had caught on, so I was silent about it. But eventually he started making jokes about my sexuality, which he didn't realise, ironically enough, only further provoked my assumption of him being secretly gay. Eventually it got annoying and I told him he was gay.
Definitely gay. You're gay. Do you not know that? Dumbledore's gay, by the way, guys.
Gay!
I'm gay. Everyone's gay. Everyone's gay. Do you guys know? Gay, 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 gay. I would have a personality, but I'm gay.
He of course denied it, but everyone else, including me, started egging it on him because it was funny. Given that I'm gay, and I believed it, I think everyone else seriously started to believe it too. Then I said that everyone here needed to bookmark me when I said that Josh will come out as gay before the age of 16.
Honestly, saying bookmark this sounds really gay, not gonna lie.
In celebration of that, I bought him a rainbow unicorn necklace to keep just in case my prediction is right. Then we all went home. Today I got a message from Josh's mum that I shouldn't be calling anyone gay without their permission at any moment, especially a 12-year-old in front of all of his friends. But I told her that her son shouldn't have been making jokes if he didn't want accusations thrown out. Then I told her that her son is gay, and if my prediction was wrong, I would sincerely apologise. Am I the ass?
I don't really know what else to like put on that, but gay, gay, gay. Everyone's gay. You gay, guys?
You're gay.
Look, Ricardo Miles is a really handsome man, okay? There's nothing wrong with Gachi Michi because just look at them, like, if you guys want, the Gachi Michi Wizard subclass exists and it's on the website and we've got a 15% sale on, so go ahead, check that out.
Am I the asshole for not wearing deodorant?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like...
I, 17 male, live with my mum, 40 female, and younger sister, 6 female. I don't wear deodorant or cologne because I don't like the way any of them smell. And generally, I smell pretty good.
Are you sure?
I shower thoroughly every day. Now, my little sister is very sensitive to smells. She can't even smell fish without gagging and crying, which I feel is slightly dramatic.
Well, let's be serious, what 6-year-old isn't dramatic? But...
yeah, like, come on. My mum told me 2 days ago that my sister has been complaining about how I smell. And when she confronted me, I said, "Little sister can deal with it. I smell just fine." Since then, my mum has been nagging me to go to the store and buy some scentless deodorant or something. Even my dad has begun to argue.
Look, if this many people agree that you should probably wear a bit of deodorant, you should... Look, okay, it's a very sensitive topic to a lot of people. No one wants to be turned around and say, "Look, mate, you fucking stink," okay?
You stink.
But if someone says, "Yeah, oh, by the way," like, if someone's, like, being nice about it, it's like, yo, you know what I mean? Listen to them.
Yeah.
Just listen to them. There's nothing wrong with just listening to them and being like, yeah. Also, Mom, go out and buy deodorant for your child. If he's being this awkward about it,
go out and get it.
Just get it.
Basically, this has been an issue for the past 2 days. My family thinks I'm in the wrong, but my friends say I should continue sticking up for myself. Your friends all stink too, bet you. I only think I might be the asshole because my sister is very sensitive, and I love her. I think my family is for their nagging. I can make my own decision. So Reddit, am I an asshole?
It's not really asshole per se. It's more just like, man, why do you stink?
Just put deodorant on. Who doesn't wear deodorant?
First of all, if you like, you
what smelly fucker is rocking about not wearing deodorant? Just
it's not a big deal. When you're in the shower, wash yourself. That's fine. When you get out of the shower, put the
personal hygiene isn't that hard.
Yeah, it's just something.
My child is nearly a year, and I have been brushing his teeth twice daily from he was 4 months old.
Yeah, once he got his first tooth.
As soon as he got his first tooth.
Brushing the one tooth.
Yes, install personal hygiene as soon as they're born out of the womb.
Just get it in there.
Get it in.
You know,
don't be you don't want to be the smelly kid in class.
You just don't. It's not. Why would you want to? You know what I mean? It's
going to make your life harder because people are going to walk by and go,
smell that. Right, guys, I think that's where we're going to end it. This one wasn't as good as last week's Reddit cringe video, and I really enjoyed doing last week's one. This one was okay. Could have been better, if I'd be honest with you, but it's difficult to see scrolling through Reddit to find stuff.
It's brain rot.
It really is.
Brain rot.
If any of you guys come across anything really good, dump us into our subreddit. It's something that I want to try and use more frequently. It's the only like good place that we have for you guys to actually like give us stuff.
I know it's
dump
Reddit,
stuff.
but like
I know it's Reddit.
It's literally the easiest way for people to give us stuff.
Yeah, it just works. So, that's what we're going to go with. Anything else? Check out the
a sale.
Oh yeah, we got a sale, 15% off.
It's only on until Saturday.
So yeah, make the most of it. We do have some new hentai monsters, so that's the thing that exists.
What date's Saturday? The 9th of July. It's only on until the 9th of July. It's 15% off. Use code
SALE15.
SALE15 at checkout and get your 15% off some beautiful ladies. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!